welcome back to my channel. And I'm here today because I'm working on my cover and for my journal that I have been making here. And I did the altered Reader's Digest book, and I needed to make a cover. And I realized that one of the prompts was stitched. So I thought, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So I went through my scraps, and well, this thing I've had for a very long time, and obviously have not used much of it, if at all. So I thought, well, that's a good thing to use. And then I have my scraps. I don't even know what this came from, to be honest. I like the material though. It's cotton, whatnot. And so I just have my scraps here and some lace. I had some pink velvet wrap lace, or ribbon, I guess, and I didn't like it. But I added some lace to it, and now she's pretty. So I'm going to use some of that. It did do a little bit of a ruffle on it, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And what I thought I would do is I would glue them onto some pages from the book that I altered, because heaven knows when you alter a book you get a lot of pages. And I'm just going to glue them on, and then I'm going to let the glue dry, and then I'm going to stitch them. So let's get busy and see what we can create. And I'm going to just tear and whatnot. I think I need to leave some strings on there, don't we? I don't know. These ones are big ones, so I'm going to cut those off. There we go. And I think do we want to play a little bit with it, or do we want to just go for it? Maybe we should just go for it, right? Just go for it. I'm going to cut this in half because I want it to look more like a patchwork, not. So I'm just going to start gluing. And I don't want to use a lot of glue because I want to stitch it on, and I don't want to wait forever for it to dry. So just a little to tack it in there. And what else we got here? Let's get some of this in there. It's kind of like creating a masterboard, isn't it? Well, I guess it is, except we're using material, not paper. And let's put a piece of that in there. And I hunted and I hunted and I hunted all over for white thread. Could not find white thread, but I did, however, find some gray. What's that there? Sure. And let's see. I'll put this one down here. I'm going to be vacuuming up threads for a long time here, I'm certain. I'm pretty sure I'm out of the screen there, so I'm going to come back up, readjust. I'm really good for doing that. Go, and let's see, we have that. Well, let's put some of this in here. I still have some of the plain stuff. Let's just do that. Alrighty. I'm really enjoying this collaboration. I really am. Okay, so put that little piece there. I do want to work some lace in there, but one of these is going to be my cover. Oh, that's kind of pretty there, isn't it? One of these are going to be my cover, and on that I'm going to use, I have it ready, and I kind of cleared things up here a little bit. Let's just go. How do I want to glue this on? I don't want to hurt too much. I don't want to see the glue, but it is what it is, right? And we're just going to, it'll dry clear. I'm just going to smear it in there so it doesn't, oop, 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 there we go. I have a little silicone spatula just for this reason. Okay. And we're just going to put a little dab on there. I thought too, with using this, why couldn't we, oh, hey, look at this one. Oh, maybe? Let's see. What color? I don't have a pink. Let's see. I'm just going to come up here and see what this clay sand is. Let's see. That might go okay. I do have Victorian velvet in the other stuff, but I don't think it will do quite the same job. And I just want to see what that looked like. Let's see. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, it's just light enough. It doesn't have to be dark. Let's go. Let's just do the with love on here. Let's just do, I should get a different stamp. But I think that'll look okay. So since I'm here, why not? Let's put this one right here. Let's put that right there. But I think I'm going to use the black. Okay, sorry, I know I'm right in your face there. I know. This was totally unplanned. I hadn't planned on this, but it just kind of hit me as I was coming along doing this that, hey, that'd be kind of cool. And that kind of gives me a little something. I don't want that extra ink in there. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. A little bit, that's okay. Yeah, that didn't come up real great, did it? I'm gonna just try something one more time. One more time, this time with feeling. Kind of don't mind that. Yeah. All right. Let's just put that off to the side for now. And we're going to get the other one done so that this can dry and I can go stitch. Okay, let's get this side done. I did do the spine already. I did do one for that. Okay, let's do one like this. Like so. I'm still playing with Julie's kit here, this gorgeous kit that it is. I absolutely love it. They're all gorgeous, to be honest. It's been a very fun collaboration. I love watching all the different videos. Okay, and what else? We got something. Do we have another color in here? We do not. Well, let's put, shall we put some, oh, yes we do. We have this, like so, and we have this that looks a little more green. Same piece, just different part. There we go. And I think we're just going to, oh, let's put, oh, that looks very similar, doesn't it? Oh, well, let's do that. And then maybe this here. Nope. Maybe, oh, my quilt. Gotta put a piece of my quilt in there. Oh, so many threads. And glue, possibly. Okay, so I'm just going to take, and what's this piece? Oh, that's a nice piece on there. Oh, let's just do that one instead, shall we? Okay. Let's do it that way. Easy on the glue, soap. Easy on the glue. Okay. And then I think these strings are going to be driving me crazy. Let's see, what do we got here? I don't mind that. And I don't mind. Let's try this. No, I want to do it this way. And then we can put, no, it just doesn't hold up. It doesn't stick up so nicely there, does it? Nope, not digging that either. Maybe we just need to do that. Get that off to the side. Put, no, nay. Okay, you were on such a good roll there. I put this piece in the wrong spot. There we go. Like that. There we go. The tools of the trade, eh? Okay, so I am going to take this little piece here. I don't think I have any other small pieces, do I? I do. Okay, let's do that. I don't like that edge. And I don't want that one because it's the same material. Same material. This one is different. But it's too close to this stuff. So I don't want that in there. So let's make a time and a half here. Let's glue that one there. And what if we did, oh, what if we did, no. What if we did this? No. What we got? Oh, here's that little. What if we did something like that? No. What if we did like that? And then, this, yeah, if we did this and then this over top. Nay. What about something like that? You know, it should not be that hard, should it? No. What if we do something like this? And that. Okay, well, maybe we should just take and I know I have some other pieces of this. Yeah. If we just do something like this and then put that on there like that. Maybe? And maybe that in there. Maybe what I'm seeing is, or I'm not seeing, is that I need something like that. Nope. Nay, nay. Okay, enough. I'm just going to run this in here. There we go. Decision made. Decision made. End of story. I could go on for hours going, oh, does this piece here, does this, oh, this one? Like, just make a decision and go with it. All right? Don't overthink it, just do it. Trust the end result. Oh, my glue is deciding to... Okay, we're just going to go over that piece just a little bit. Okay. And now we can do this across here and this, maybe like so. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, we're just going to do this piece. Our garden is ready and did very, very well. And we planted celery, which did amazing. And oh my goodness, it is so good. But we have a lot of celery. So my husband, I sent him, when I sent him off to work this morning, I said, you ask around and see who wants celery, who wants dill. Okay, let's, we have a celery taker. Yeah, what if we did, don't do that, so, just right like so, just right like so. Okay, so I'm going to say that other piece is going to be my cover because I don't have any place here that I can do any stamping on, and I like the stamping. And I saw here, it was just here in my mess, oh, there it is. I want to do something like that. But I have to create a cluster. Let's create a cluster, and we can sew through that cluster. Okay, that works. And let's see. Actually, don't mind that at all. And then if we took, when I sew through all this, I am going to clean up all of these threads because there's a lot. Okay, like so. And if I do, no, that's too busy. We need this one, but this one isn't quite, oh, I like that. Let's just do a ratty-tatty one, right? It doesn't have to be all straight. Okay, we're doing a cluster here. So let's go like that. Okay. More more threads. Okay, this is drying, so we're just going to put that over there. Let's work on this guy here. And I think we're just going to do a little something, something like that, maybe. Let's see, there's my cover. Let's see how that's going to look on there. Okay, no, we don't like that. And I do like that. Something like that. Maybe do this, like so. Maybe like that, and maybe just a little piece of lace hanging out. Let's try that, shall we? A weird piece. Oh yeah, I don't want to do too much. What if we did? No. Nay. I don't want to do too much because I have a plan for the closure. And if I do make it too bulky, it's going to get caught. So that's where it's going to sit. And we'll stitch around that. And we're going to do that. And we're going to too much. I don't mind that. And we'll stitch around that. What about a little bit of, I don't know what happened to my other lace. I had a piece sitting here. Anyways, I am going to clean this up, stitch it up, and then I shall return and we'll put it all together. And then that will mean that that journal is done and we can have a little flip through. Okay, it's going to take a little while before I'm sewing through that though. I can see it now. So I'll see you in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back and I have now stitched everything together. I really like how this one turned out. However, I had to use this one because when I inked on this velour ribbon, it went dirty. It looked dirty and I didn't like that. So that's my front cover. Decision made for me. So I'm just going to take and I'm going to use this glue because this I think is the one that will work the best. And I have taken a sandpaper and sanded this. So I'm hoping that that will make it so that this glue will dig in. And I don't want it to come glooping out on me, so I'm waiting for it to come down. There we go. And I'm going to put a fair amount on here. If this doesn't stick to it, it usually does. It sticks to pretty much anything and everything. But if it doesn't, I'll just use, I have some double-sided tape, some really sticky double-sided tape, and I'll use that. But this should work. So I was looking at my Reader's Digest pages, and I have put a really good portion of them right back into this book, between making tags and pockets and cards and all that fun stuff, just in a different form than what they actually were to begin with. Okay, and I am going to leave that little bit of space because I think that adds to it. And let's have a look at that. It looks good. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with this one. I have never sewn, to the best of my knowledge, I have never sewn material onto paper. Hi, buddy. That's my big boy, Charlie. He always comes to see how Mommy's doing. What's Mommy up to? I didn't close my door because my supervisor, Nugget, was having a little sleep on the job. And I didn't want to disturb him. This is sad and pathetic, isn't it? Don't want to disturb the puppy. So I kept my door open. So who knows what we're going to have. Okay, and then we're going to put this on here and leave that little space too. Oh, I like that. I really like that. And then this is what I made for the spine. Make sure everything is nicely tacked in there. Okay, so I'm going to wait for this to come down again. I think I buy this glue at Michael's, and I think that Michael's has a, oh, I bet you this is driving the camera crazy, isn't it? Michael's, I think, has a coupon for 40% off, so I should go and get some more. This glue is pricey and it stinks, but it also works, and that's the big thing. I'm gonna get that air out of there. Okay, and we're just going to keep that up top there. I'll keep it kind of sort of the same. A little bigger than what it needed to be, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. And is that running down the middle? Kind of, sort of. Okay, there we go. Let's take and glue this piece on here. And then while I was waiting for glue to dry, I made the closure. And I went by Suzanne's closure. If you haven't seen her video yet, you want to watch it. It's very nice. She did a beautiful job. Suzanne, I'm on her design team. NonStop Papercrafts. You see how I cannot glue and talk at the same time. Okay. I was going to do a flip through of this, but I think it's going to have to be in a different video so that I can let all of this stuff dry. I'm going to hold you in suspenders for a little while, but I can show you the closure that I made. Very simple. Very simple. I had this, I bought this, not realizing that it was elastic, but I've used it many times now, and I will still get more use out of it to make exactly what I did here in a closure. And so this, like Suzanne says, it can work as the closure or it can work as a bookmark as well. Page mark, bookmark, yeah, that's it. And I've hand stitched that little piece on there, and there she is. Love her. So like I said, I'm going to let this dry, and well, maybe what I'll do is I will let it dry and then I will do the flip through on the same video. Oh, that works for me. Okay, so don't go anywhere. We're going to wait for some glue to dry. Okay, I'm back and everything is dry, and I love how she turned out. You would never guess what she was at one time. So let's have a peekaboo and see what I did. So the closure works very well. Suzanne, thank you for that idea. And I forget who did the altered Reader's Digest book, but I had like 7 or 8 of them that have been just sitting here. So it was a good idea, a good inspiration to get it done. And so these are the cards that I made, the little journaling cards. I painted on the back sides, and then I put some Mod Podge on there so you can write on them. And I used as many book pages as I can to put back into here. So I was going to stamp along here and make this a writing page, and I got to do that yet, front and back. So I'm not quite done it yet. And this is another one of the cards that I did. Life is a journey. Remember to stop and enjoy the view and be your own kind of beautiful. And I took and I tore some so that they looked like they weren't, you know, looked like they were aged a bit. And this here is just, I was going to stamp on this too. I got to get my stamps out apparently. Okay, so a few places to stamp. So pocket here and a pocket here. And I just put some scrap papers in there and left it kind of torn edge there. Just a place to put some notes. And then my day today was, no, not today, the 26th. Yesterday was the negative spaces. So I did quite a few negative spaces around in this particular journal. And I took the specimen envelope card thingies, and I actually made a pocket out of them. So I know this is not from Julie's kit, but it's all part of the collaboration, so I use those in there. And this pocket, and I made this a little place where you can write a little note, whatever. Some more journaling pages. And this is some of the picture frames. I just made that little thing to come out, just something different. And this is from my stash. I've been using my stash pretty good. And this page here, I created a pocket, and this is one of the tags that I made from the book page, and also the negative space. And then this here is just a little flip out, a little different, and I put a piece of paper in here, or I made a little tag out of a scrap just to use it up and add a little bit of interest. Julie, I really enjoyed working with this kit. Beautiful, beautiful. And then this here is just, you can journal on that. That's some tissue paper that I had. And just some little cards. And then this here, I used one of the tags and created a tuck spot here. And then this here, if you take this off, my rusty paper clip, I showed in a video back on my page there. I show how I create those. And so it's a little envelope that I didn't put anything into yet. And I might not, because you can see it's pretty snug. But anyways, there we go. And then I did this here. Made a little tuck spot. Excuse me. And this was a piece of paper that I had left over. So I just rounded the corners, made it look prettier, and used that there. Lots of writing pages. I love those pages, the lacy, because it looks really nice. And this here is something that I made just from my Scrap Stash and Mayhem videos that I do on Saturdays. And this is just a photo that I aged to make it look like it was old. And this is a napkin that I thought, well, bees and flowers, they go hand in hand. I got a page stuck together. There we go. Oh, that's, no, I don't want that page stuck together. So this is the page that I did that inspired me to do the page today for the negative space. And just another one of those cards made into a pocket. And then this here, another piece of scrap, just one of the photo frames. And then this here I did, am I going to see me? No. Okay, so this has a flip out here. And so there's writing space here. Here's one, let me move this over here. One of these negative space cards. And an envelope that I turned into a tuck spot here. There we go. And then this here, little journaling card that I made, tag, to go in here. And this I may not get in here because I'm at an odd angle, so I'm just going to throw that over there. Okay. Turn back into screen here. And again, another tuck spot with some scrap paper that I had. And this, I just glued it down as a page decoration. This is using those frames again. And then this here I do, it'll be in my Scrap Stash and Mayhem video on Saturday, how I did this. And I just turned this into some pockets. And this is another one of those cards that I did. And then just another frame. And this is the page that we did today. And this is the frames again. I think I utilized every one of the frames. And then this is an envelope. I just kind of glued in here. And it stays. It does what it's supposed to. And then it's got two little pockets here. And I kind of made these as the inspiration was the hidden pockets. They're not really hiding, but they're kind of, they could be a pocket, they might not be a pocket. So that was my take on it. And then this here is another one of the frames, and I just, more spots for journaling, negative spots on the page. Another one of those. I think this is this one and one other one are my absolute favorite pages in that kit. And then last but not least, one more. Love What You Do. And then I was going to do some inking, stamping on these as well. So there she is. She's just about done. While I have her out, I am going to get that stamping done. I've really, truly enjoyed this collaboration. And now that I have this book done, once I have the stamping done, then I need to finish this girl. And this is from my bookbinding tutorial that I do on Tuesdays. And now it's time to make this girl find pretty. All right, so thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did and you're not a subscriber yet, I would love it if you would. Leave me a comment. I answer to all my comments. Thumbs up is awesome too. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.